happy Friday, everybody. I don't usually get the chance to be able to say that to you, so I'm excited to hang out tonight. I'm excited to show you guys a couple of great people, great products, and a great company. And we'll get into that in just a second. If you guys could, do all the YouTube stuff, hit that thumbs up, share this out. I promise we're going to have fun tonight. So if you want to bring in a friend, you want to bring in a family member, we are going to do some giveaways. We've got a deal you guys can see pinned in the chat. Above all, it's just going to be a good, solid hangout. The goal is around 90 minutes, but we'll see. Wherever the chat and the night takes us, that's where we'll let it go. Of course, we are featuring Copper Johns tonight. This will be a beautiful chance for you guys to ask this company questions, to get to know the people behind the scenes, and to know what is coming out new tonight. So, with that said, if you guys can, please get ready to help me welcome two gentlemen on the screen. We have Tyson and Logan. Tyson is the owner and founder of Copper Johns, and Logan has been, from an outsider's view, been growing and growing with his role within this company. I know they're great friends. Logan's been making some great content. They have a podcast together. He also is super inspiring on opening up with mental health and really just kind of getting the word out there of just being a good person. And we'll get into all of it tonight, you guys. And absolutely, hey, Judd the Stud, good to hear from you, man. He says, I'm here for Logan, Tyson, and some dude named Dan C. What's up, man? All right, guys, put your hands together, put your keyboards ready, drum roll, emojis in the chat, whatever you got to do. Let's get that energy going. I'm going to welcome the stars of the show tonight. We have, dun, 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 Tyson and Logan.
What's up? Look at that intro.
Oh,
yeah, that was really good. Thank you.
I love it. I love it. So, to establish, for anyone that doesn't know, we have Tyson. Raise your hand.
Yeah, we're backwards.
Yeah, we are.
It's back, so I just want to make sure. And we have Logan over here.
Right
here. To begin, Tyson, how you doing tonight?
Great. How you doing? Thank you so much for having us. And happy birthday tomorrow, by the way. I forgot to tell you in the green room.
Snap.
Yeah,
nice.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday.
Yep. Logan, what's your guess? How old do you think I am turning tomorrow?
I'd still say... Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
How old's your oldest kid?
He just turned 9.
38.
Close. I will be turning 36 tomorrow.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
So right.
So you're kind of like me. You had kids. You had some kids younger then.
Absolutely, and that was conscious. We were like, we can do stuff now and then be older with kids, or we can have kids and then be younger once they're like out of the house and stuff.
Gotcha.
So I definitely see both sides. But yep, 36 tomorrow, you guys. I am going with my beautiful wife, Sam C, down to Columbus, Ohio to watch our favorite sports team, the Columbus Crew, in their biggest rivalry matchup.
Cool.
And I don't know if you guys have seen this. Over the course of the next 3 nights, all of the United States is supposed to be able to see the Northern Lights. All of it.
Oh,
and
wow.
Yeah, I don't know if he's in the chat, but my buddy Unique Freak, who is over in Ireland, he sent me pictures just before the show started. First time ever, they have beautiful Northern Lights in Ireland. So everybody, stay tuned tomorrow night, and check out the skies, because I think that's going to be a really, really beautiful thing. Because I don't know if you guys have, but I've never seen the Northern Lights.
No,
not at all.
Okay.
I had to drive up to like Snow Basin.
Yeah, we got some pretty big mountains that kind of block the eastern skies. So that'd be cool. I mean, that's like a once in a lifetime thing, unless you literally go look at them, right?
Right. So yeah. So anybody else out there, keep that in mind. Thank you guys for all the birthday wishes, and shout out to everybody coming in the chat. Same thing is, please let us know. If you have any questions, let us know. If you have any thoughts on this company, you can share freely all night. I'll try to grab the questions the best I can. And so, Nate, it goes down even to Florida. They're going to have visuals of the Northern Lights.
I'm going to have to look that up and go find somewhere dark with with the family and back of the truck and go check it out. That's cool.
Yeah. Yep. So super excited about that. But we have some lights of our own tonight.
Antelope Island.
Oh, yeah.
Antelope Island would be really good. It's in the middle of the Great Salt Lake.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Little light
there's
pollution.
Nothing,
yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing blocking it there.
Yeah, I like really that. Fun. I like that. So, Logan, tell us a little bit, because I know a lot of people know Tyson super well from this channel, and I've met you, but I don't think a ton of people that know this channel, and not everybody knows you. So, Logan, who are you? And then what do you do with Copper Johns?
So I'm Logan Peterson. I go by Logan Pete on most of my social media. And I kind of just got started in social media as a way to cope with some like mental health stuff 2.5 years ago. And it took off a little bit. It was post COVID, so I didn't get all the crazy like dance, viral dance stuff. But it was actually through TikTok that I met Tyson, because I didn't realize how big the beard community was on social media, because I was never really into social media. And then I started seeing Copper Johns and all these other ones, and so I actually messaged Copper Johns on TikTok, not realizing it was Tyson, didn't know anything about him, and said that, hey, what are the scent profiles? Because I've been using some of the bigger name brands for years. And he messaged me back. He's like, hey, actually, I like your stuff. Kind of introduced the affiliate program a little bit. And he's like, what's your address? And then he's like, dude, we only live like an hour apart. And that's when we realized we were a lot closer than we thought. And then we went to the big National Beard Convention in Snowbird. Uh-huh. What are you laughing about? Oh, yeah. Well, it was really weird how we talked on the phone like very quickly. He sent me his number, and we were talking like within a night or two after messaging on TikTok. And his wife and my wife were both like, "Who the heck are you talking to?" Because it sounded like we were talking to like buddies we'd known for a long time, really quickly. Right. And then we went to the National Beard and Mustache competition that happened in Snowbird 2 years ago. And I went to Copper Johns. It was the first time we met in person. Mm-hmm. And then, long story short, it's kind of where we're at here today. And we've started Dad Bods and Beards podcast about a year ago, and recently went full legit with it. We're in a production studio. We just filed an LLC for the apparel side of it. So it's been a really wild ride, and it's weird to find your best friend in your mid 30s and your mid 40s. Really weird. It's strange, but I feel closer to Tyson as almost as a brother than a friend. So it's been a really I guess kind of fulfilling ride and relationship to create.
So awesome. And Nate's right. He says, let's normalize making best friends in your adult age. It's a beautiful phenomenon.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I didn't know what I was missing. I wasn't, and then I told my wife, I'm like, you gotta find some good friends. Yeah. Because now I'm just like, because it's different.
Yeah.
No, it really is.
You need an outlet. Like, it's just different. You forget.
And Tyson introduced me to the beard community. I mean, that's where I met you. We all went out for burgers and stuff that one night. And gosh, what was it? What did the waitress, she called you, or who? What was she called? Somebody like Muffin or something, right? I don't remember.
Sweet Muffin or
Sweet Muffin.
Like
it was just, and it's just a bunch of big bearded guys trying to eat burgers without getting sauce all over the place. Yeah. So,
and Logan, you've had a couple of mustache comments in the chat already. Now, I do have to say, I'm going to get crap for this, but I can't think of the character's name. All I can think of with your mustache is the villain from Sonic.
Oh, Dr. Robotnik.
Is that who it is?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
do you see it?
I mean,
that's what it said.
Yeah. He's pretty long, man.
Oh yeah. Nope, that's it.
I will say though, we've got Hunter and Philip that do a lot of mustache stuff for us at Copper Johns. I have tried watching their videos and tried to get the curl, and I can't. So I just rock the layover look,
But it fits.
Yeah, I definitely could not I could not do the mustache like that. It's just there's just no way.
Interesting. Yeah. It's I've found that my nervous tick though is the mustache pull. So maybe that's where I get the straight kind of pullover look
because you get the habit of trying to keep it out of your mouth, and then it just becomes a tick. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Interesting. Eggman, that's kind of what I thought.
Yeah, or Eggman, that's what I think is another one for him.
No, you got bonus points for knowing the name. That was good.
My kids are watching the new Sonic movies with Jim Carrey and Knuckles and all the, they've been into those. So
yeah, no, that's awesome. Well, let's get into it, guys, because we got a lot of stuff tonight. And essentially, what I'm going to do is, Tyson, I'm going to kick the screen to you, and you're going to just do a brief introduction on each one, and then I do have slides breaking down the ingredients and all that stuff, and we'll talk about it. But just before we do a big reveal and I show the picture, if you can just kind of say what is coming out tonight, and then you guys will be able to unload the questions, and we'll go through everything. And and appreciate the feedback there, guys. Let me know if it's getting better. I did adjust some settings on the end here, so let me know if that helped out. Dan is half the volume, can't hear him. Well, dang, That just means they're yelling over there. So no, hopefully that's better. I got it turned up
pretty
a
loud.
little bit.
I'm really
So-
No, the studio that we do our podcast, he's like, just guys, when you laugh, just
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
These are some boisterous men, you know.
Yeah, sometimes you listen to the podcast and the laughs will cut out because we like blew the mic out. So
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
gosh. That's when you know it's a good one.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to kick it over to you, Tyson, and then I'll
Okay.
pop back in once you're done with these and we'll kind of get into the more details here. So everybody, the big reveal. Dun, dun, dun.
All right. So Logan and I have been, he's been working on it with me and okay. So I know I'm just like getting everything. Okay. We first have the ball wash. We have had so many people ask us to create a ball wash, and I was very particular about how to make this and what to do with it. And it is an amazing ball wash. It's really good for your pits, your crack, your sack,
Or as Dan said, I like this. We're going to steal this.
your
Pits and bits.
pits and bits.
I like it. I like it.
And it's something that I'm really, really proud of. And even my son uses it. All my kids use it. My wife uses it. So first and foremost, we have a 4-ounce ball wash. And like he was showing you, it's just right here, the ball wash.
And a little goes a long way.
little goes a really
I've
long
been
way.
using it for almost a little over about a week and a half now.
Mhm.
And yeah, a little goes a long way. It's a really nice, strong, clean scent, but it works.
Does. And it does keep away the funk. I'm not going to lie. It
Yeah,
keeps
so,
away the
like,
funk.
A lot of you guys may not know this. I work in excavation. That's my daily job. My brother and I run an excavation company. I'm out all day long sweating, getting nasty and dirty.
Mhm.
So I kind of know what the bad smell smells like, and the ball wash definitely helps that one out quite a bit.
And then
So-
the second one we have is Fenugreek shampoo and conditioner.
Yeah.
This is for your scalp and your head. This is not for your beard. We did this on purpose so that men and women alike can actually have a shampoo and conditioner. Now, fenugreek is a really good seed that will allow hair growth. And so this is going to be really good for men and women alike, postpartum, stuff like that, where you're losing a little bit of hair. It's going to help grow your beard or your hair. Sorry. And it's with tea tree, cedarwood, and lemon. And so, no, that was the ball wash. This is rosemary and peppermint. And so it's with essential oils on that. So it's going to not only condition and wash your hair really well, but it's also going to help grow that hair with that essential oils as well. It has prickly pear. It has a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah, and the same thing. I mean, you're gonna hear me say this a bunch of times over. I think men are like notorious for overusing shampoo. Like you just like pump, right? I've been very conscious about not overusing it.
Mhm.
And same thing, a little goes a long way. I mean, I'm one of the guys that has to kind of shampoo my hair every single day. I know you're not really supposed to, just because of just getting so dirty and sweaty at work, but that's been a game changer for me. And my wife, who hairstylist, cosmetologist, loves it. She thinks it's great. It's working well for her as well.
So, and then the big reveal. This is the one that I'm
I say drum roll, but I want to break.
I'm really
shake the
proud of this.
camera.
I'll say how this all started first. So David Diablo Bearded came to me 3 years ago and said, "Hey Tyson, have you ever thought about caffeine? Have you ever thought about all this kind of product in your beard oil?" And I'm like, actually, caffeine would be kind of cool. Then I reached out to Dan. I'm like, Dan, what do you think? And I reached out to a few other people, and I'm like, what do you think about caffeine? And we did a lot of research, and Dan even actually helped me with the research and said, okay, if we use X percent on caffeine and do all this kind of stuff. But what happened is we did a lot of research on these oils that will not only help quickly penetrate the skin, but it's also going to allow your skin to be as crazy, helps it super absorbent. Mm-hmm. And it has caffeine, and it has we'll just this. We're calling it revitalizing hair serum.
Yeah.
This right here is lavender essential oil with caffeine and all those carrier blend that no one else like. Dude, it's a high-end oil. But not only that, it's Tahoe. So everyone has been asking me to do Tahoe. This is Tahoe with lavender.
It's the Tahoe base, but then it's got all the other goodies that make it the revitalizing hair serum.
Yeah. Then we have this one, and this is going to be peppermint, cedar, and rosemary.
That's the one I've been using a lot.
And I will tell you this, I had to stop using it because I got annoyed because it made my beard grow. Like I usually get my beard done every 2 to 3 to 4 months, just trimmed, because I don't like it any really longer than this. And I've been having to get it trimmed every 3 weeks.
Yeah.
No joke. And so it's working. It works really well. My wife uses it constantly on her scalp now. Tell them what's happening with your stuff.
So this is not like scientifically proven yet, right? So obviously I've been using it in my beard every single day. I feel like my beard is a lot poofier. I feel like the caffeine is really waking up the hair follicles and making it just a little bit easier managed. You know, it's a little bit easier to manage. It's not as, I don't know. It feels, like I said, it just feels fuller. It feels like it's a little bit more floofy, which I kind of like the bigger beard look. But because I wear cowboy boots every single day at work, it rubs off the hair on my shins and the back of my calves. And I can't, I've just dealt with it for years. So after I'm done putting it on my hands and putting it in my beard, I've been rubbing it on the excess on my shins and my calves. And before we started, I was like, Tyson, look! And I pulled my pant leg up and I've got little prickly hairs that are starting to kind of rejuvenize and like come back. So it's not some miracle grow hair that you don't have hair follicles for, but it's feeding the hair follicles. And it's like I said, it's waking them up. And one of my absolute favorite things, and I remember we were kind of talking about this, just the black bottles alone, like they just make it look just that much cooler. And then that way you can kind of keep them, separated and they stand apart from just the standard beard oil.
And so the whole point of the Fenugreek shampoo and conditioner and the revitalizing hair serum is so that men and women alike can use it. It's going to help grow and stimulate hair growth a little quicker, more quickly than I was expecting. It was quicker than I expected. Like, I don't think there's anything in the market like this. I think this is new, this is unique, and our carrier blend is amazing.
Yeah. So if you've been looking for something to just kind of like breathe a little bit more life into your beard, like whether you got a long beard, short beard, patchy beard, full beard, whatever, if you're just looking for that little bit extra oomph, you've got to try the revitalizing hair serum. That's the star of the show tonight. That's what the text, sitting there middle of the night texting, coming up with the names, and it's been a long time coming, so we're super excited.
Heck yes. And with this, guys, we are going to break down all the details. So if you have some questions, maybe hold on for a second. And if we don't cover it, please feel free to drop at any time. So to begin here, and we are going to start off with the banger right away, and that is that revitalizing hair serum. And I like that you called it that, because you think about how many people are trying to grow out their eyebrows, how many people have, like you said, on your shins. And I don't know if you know this, Logan, but I have world-renowned calves, and to the point where
I think we talked about that.
Yeah, my calves literally rub on my pants, and I don't have hair on the side of my legs because of that. And just like you said, you can use it on those different kind of situations. So it's good for all hair. And one thing that Tyson touched on, this isn't something that was just willy-nilly thrown together, right? We see companies use buzz terms all the time. Hey, this one, that one, and they only highlight certain ingredients. The research was vast into this. The testing was cumbersome. This was a real situation, to the point where Tyson mentioned caffeine. He asked me originally, he's like, what do you think? And I'm like, man, I've heard a lot of stuff, but I don't really know. We dove into real peer-reviewed scientific studies in the journals that have been published, all the way down to the point where how much we should use and how much is too much, and not just like, hey, let's throw some in there. This is absolutely calculated and was so fun to be able to kind of work on. And man, you can see this list on here. I don't know if you want to touch on any of the ones that kind of stand out to you, Tyson, when you were working with them, and because it's a totally different carrier blend.
Yeah, so this Sacha Inchi oil is one that I really, really was super excited for, because it does have all those omega-3 fatty acids and the vitamin E in it. But it also, man, it just helps reduce breakage. It helps increase growth, and it improves your health, your hair health. It reminded me a lot of the ionic and the sea minerals. Like, this whole thing was just like beard oil on steroids is what I felt like.
That's a good way to describe it.
Yeah, it's just so good. And then Mongongo oil, I still don't know how to say that.
Yeah. Mongongo oil.
it's just the antioxidants and the things that help strengthen. And dude, my beard has never been so soft using this. Like, it's crazy soft, and it's manageable though. That's what I really
That's what I was
like.
saying. Like, it's a game changer when it comes to that. And I like that you said that it's a beard oil on steroids, because that's what it feels like. You still get all the good bits of like the high quality beard oil, like, it gets rid of the itch, the hydration, all that stuff. It just really helps out. But it just feels like it's really just woken up, almost kind of like the dormant sides of wherever I'm putting it on. Like I said, my calves. Same thing. I wouldn't say I have world renowned calves like you.
That was sarcasm.
But same thing, but like, so it's been a long time coming, and it's the game changer. And like I like that you said buzzwords, because we all know, I guess, on the side of the beard community that really pay attention to what we're putting on our faces and on our beards. We know that there are, unfortunately, those out there that are like hopping on the, like you said, the buzzword chain or train just to get people to buy a product. And then it's like, just like, it's it's beard oil. Like,
one of the best signs anybody out there as a consumer can look for is if you see on like Amazon or any listing, they'll do something that has like key ingredients, and the graphic will just show in this, we're talking about oil, just show like an argan oil, jojoba, and then you have to search and search and search to try and find just a simple ingredient list, and then you realize it's way down at the bottom and it's a bunch of silicones and garbage at the top, and this is so amazing here. Couple quick questions to get to. Where'd that one go? I had somebody ask about giveaways. Oh, Caleb says, any giveaways that I need to be live for? Yes, we will have giveaways. You will need to be live for them. So if you guys are trying to win some cool stuff from a great company, we'll lay all those out in just a second here. And then there are 2 scents. Tyson, correct me if I'm wrong, but the carrier blend is the same for both of them. It's just the scent difference, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And then are these all essential oils, or do either of them have fragrance oils in them?
No, both of them have fragrance on purpose. Essential oils, like a lot of people love essential oils, and I do too, but I also like it where you can smell it throughout the day. And so there is a peppermint fragrance in. It was the same fragrance that was found in North Pole, Alaska, if anyone used that. And then also, like I said, it has the Tahoe scent in it, but then we added lavender for that, and then we also added peppermint seed and rosemary for the other one.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. I love that. And then we have some other questions coming in. What about gray hair? I think that this applies to any hair. If anything, this might be, I mean, if anything, it's a beautiful switch up to keep your beard guessing and not to have the plateau effect. Even if you just want to work it in as a different beard oil. I was talking to Tyson about that. Like, this doesn't just have to be specifically a growth oil. You can use it really in any situation. So I can't see any reason why there is any difference with gray beards. And then Tyson, are these going to be available on your app tonight?
No, they have to do an update. And so that update will happen early next week.
Okay. All right. Great.
I just made it live, and so it's only on our website.
Yeah, the app's a little bit delayed.
Yeah. And what would you say is the viscosity of the growth?
Well, that's a good question.
So
medium to light. What do you think, Dan?
I would say I would go, if it was on a scale of 10, I would give it, if 5 was medium, I'd go a 4. It's like a 2.5.
It's not as thick as like the gray oil blend that you're using. I mean, obviously everything's based off the gray.
But it's not. It has a different purpose. It's supposed to soak in quickly. It's supposed to be able to be absorbed quickly to penetrate your skin, to create that blood flow, to stimulate hair growth. And so that's why we did it this way. So it's meant to absorb fast.
Yeah, slightly. I'd say just slightly less than the standard like Copper John's oil.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. I think that's a really good way to break it down. And then Donald had a really good question. He said, "What is the Sasha Inchi oil come from?" And that's
Amazonian.
That's the name of the plant. It's found, if I remember correctly, it's found in all kind of like tropical areas. So like, I believe you can find it in the Mediterranean. I think you can find it. Did you say Amazon?
Yep, Amazon.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know. I knew the Mediterranean. I knew South Africa, but that would make sense being that kind of tropical environment.
Yeah.
The Amazon, not on Amazon. Right?
I don't even know if you can buy that on Amazon. You can buy everything.
Right. And how often are you guys suggesting to use more? So working into your routine. More is better, of course, but too much of a good thing is bad. You don't want to overdo it, but something like using it, I could see every night would be super beneficial. If you want to use night and morning, you're probably going to get more of a boost, more of a benefit, but you don't want to go more than likely twice a day.
No, but I used it once a day. I just used it in the morning, and I used it for about 3 weeks straight with nothing else. And like I said, it made it so that obnoxiously long for me. Like it worked. Like it was noticeably different.
So I've been using it in place of just my kind of like first beard oil application right out of the shower. So that's when I'm normally putting in like a damp beard, hair follicles are open from the steam, things like that. And then if I ever do need to reapply, that's when I'll just use one of my other standard favorites from Copper John's.
Love that.
But then, so I would say whenever your main like go-to application time, probably like the once a day is like I can't show you because my beard's a little bit farther down than the camera, but it's the sides of my beard are like growing longer than the chin. So I'm kind of due for another trim. Like, and I feel like that's only started happening in the last couple, week or a month since we've been testing these. So
interesting. And then Kyle says, can you use it with a derma roller? I have a video on derma rolling, super science. I break down the history of it, how it started, why it started, how it works with essentially activating your collagen that's going to rebuild. And they originally made derma rolling for repairing scars. They thought they could get into the scar tissue. And I don't personally give advice on derma rolling because for me, that's crossing into the kind of medical and liability one. I don't know, Logan or Tyson, if you guys have any personal experience or any thoughts there, but I don't give advice on derma rolling.
Well, do you care?
No.
Okay. My only opinion on derma rolling is that if derma rolling stimulated beard growth, all of the Kardashians would have beards. That's my only opinion. I mean, it promotes great collagen growth. I mean, like repairing your face. I mean, it can't hurt you, but that's you can
unless you do it wrong.
Think it's gonna hurt.
Yeah. But I would answer Kyle just saying that the whole reason why we have these oils specifically with the caffeine, with ionic and sea minerals and essential oils is to help promote beard growth. Now, mind you, when I say all that, it's not going to create hair follicles for you, but it will if you have dormant hairs, if you have anything like that, it will stimulate the growth, just like how it is for his legs. And so if you are dormant and it's there, it will stimulate the growth.
Yep.
And so I don't think you need a derma roller for this.
Yep. I agree. If my best friend came to me and was like, "Hey Dan, should I be using a derma roller with this?" I'd say, "No, man, you just skip that. It's not worth it." But at the same time, if someone told me they were adamant about it, I wouldn't tell them no. I would say, "Yeah, kind of do your own thing." And then there's a couple of similar questions kind of back to back here. And to kind of address this, should we double up with the serum and oil or just serum? This would be an or situation.
Yeah.
It's serum or oil. And then the next question that would kind of piggyback off that, can I use butter? Yes, but make sure you allow at least 3 to 5 minutes for the oil to absorb in and do its job first. And then you can go back and apply butter, but not to the skin, only to the hair.
100% agree.
Yeah. That's my go-to routine. Most of the time I'm showering later at night, and it's, I've been putting the serum in late at night, and then I always, kind of getting ready to get in, climb into bed. That's when I slap it with the beard butter. I'm pretty adamant about beard butter before bed every single night.
Me too.
Most guys are, right? So.
Yep. And then Corey, another great question: spot treatment or whole beard? Either or. If you have a specific spot you want to treat, absolutely nothing wrong with that. And then same, what I think a lot of you are going to find when you use this, you're going to say, I don't even really need any help with growth. I just really like this oil.
Yeah.
But the reason why we have the dropper is specifically for spot treatment, because you're going to have a lot of women who use this. That's why we're calling it, instead of beard oil, we're calling it rejuvenating hair serum, just for that purpose, because you can take it and put it exactly where you're having a trouble spot. So like, let's say you grow crazy fast on your shoulders, on your chin, but on your cheeks you're lacking. We'll just put this on your cheeks and it will help grow. Just kind of what he's doing when we're talking about, like the sides are growing a lot faster than his chin right now.
Yeah. So, heck yeah.
And like with my wife, she's been taking the dropper and just kind of lightly running it down the root and working it into her hair. And so, hey, Mother's Day is on Sunday, you guys. And if your wife cares, I mean, if this is something she'd be into and she wants to just like stimulate the hair growth, give it a shot. I mean, my wife really likes the lavender scent. Oh, it's that one. I've been using the cedar one, but my wife really likes the lavender and starfruit scent, which is the one that has the purple band on it. it's a game changer.
And you'll notice that when you do get the oil, it's crazy milky.
Yeah, give it a shake. Give it a pretty good shake.
It's crazy milky. The caffeine and everything that's in it, it creates a good white milky look to it.
Yeah, it's nice. It smells great too.
Absolutely. And we do have Santa in the chat. So shout out to
Yes.
everybody who's watching. So, but for real, shout out to Santa Tom. He's actually a newer-ish beard content creator. And I'm an absolute fan of his energy, his vibes, and the content and the way he approaches it. So thanks for coming in, Tom. That's really cool.
He's a good dude.
Prevent hair loss. So that's a tough one. Anytime you have something that is intended to help growth, wake up dormant hair follicles, increase the nutrients getting to the surface, definitely there can be an aspect of saying, hey, as my hair is stronger, I'm going to lose less. What you might notice, and I want to make sure everyone knows this clearly because it's nothing to worry about, and especially as you zoom out on time, you may actually experience more shedding initially. Now, notice I said shedding, not breakage, not premature shedding, not hair loss. Essentially, what this can do is speed up your hair cycle, the life cycle of your hair. It's getting rid of those vellus or baby hairs quicker, and then it's going to bring in those full-grown, anchored adult hairs, and it's going to allow them to stay. So what I've seen with people and kind of products like this is they'll be like, oh my gosh, I swear I'm shedding more, maybe for the first couple of months. Once it's in there strong and anchored, you have absolutely no worries. If you were to ask me without being able to prove it, without being like in a court of law, I do believe that this can help prevent loss, but it's not something that's 100% provable. But I just want to make sure you guys had that in your head for the shedding, natural, normal, and actually a very good sign.
Well, to reiterate and kind of go exactly with what if you do any research on fenugreek, any research on fenugreek, it says it takes up to 6 months for it to kick in. So like you're going to be, you will have the shedding like you was talking about. You will see that, but in the end, it will be better for it. But it does take time. It's not medicine. It's an oil that helps you do it naturally.
It's almost kind of like dethatching your lawn. You know what I mean? Like you're pulling all the. I mean, it still adds body and weight to the lawn, but you're pulling some of the the stragglers out, guys that aren't hanging on, and then you give it a week or two after that, and it's just it's full bloom, looks great.
Chef's kiss. Yep. And then Steven, for sure, anywhere that you have hair that can grow, this is a good spot for it. Now, if you're about to put it right in the center of your forehead, you're probably gonna have really nice skin because it's a great moisturizer. But you're likely not gonna be growing some beard hairs out of the middle of your forehead.
Sure. Maybe we should do a test, and I've got a couple of hairs right here between the eyebrows. Maybe I'll just start putting it there and see how thick it comes in.
If you look at all this stuff, evening primrose, and there's a lot of other ones that are anti-inflammatory. A lot of women will take it and put underneath their eyes and stuff like that because of how healthy it is for their skin to get rid of the bagging, the black eyes, all that kind of stuff. So all these oils are crazy good for your skin. And the reason why they're so good for your skin is because anti-inflammatory. They're high fats, they're high mineral count, they're high, all these antioxidants and stuff like this, so that when you put it on, it's not only going to treat it, but it's going to make it so it's not puffy. It's going to allow it to grow, and then the caffeine is going to stimulate the crap out of it. It's really good. It's just a really good oil.
Yeah, it's killer.
Yep, absolutely. And great questions, you guys. Thank you for all these questions out here. And we have where'd this go? Okay, is the 25% off everything other than merch, Tyson?
No, the combs are not on sale as well. So accessories, so just combs and merch are not on, but everything else is.
Perfect. And I love this question by Donald. He says, hey, man, just logical question here. Is caffeine the same for all products like it is? We find caffeine in soda and coffee and stuff like that. Or, and he said, and is it what's in coffee? And Tyson, I'll kind of let you take this one because we did look into different forms of caffeine, I guess you could say, but go ahead, Tyson, then I can jump in anytime you
this is more of a you do not want to drink this.
Right.
No, this is more of a transdermal, meaning that it's more of it's made to soak into your skin. It's made for that. It's made to be able to absorb, to blend and mesh with the oils itself and be able to mix in well so that it will soak into the skin, into the hair. You wouldn't feel good if you were to drink something like this.
Yeah, I would say the best way to explain it is caffeine is caffeine. There's no way around what caffeine is, in the same way that CBD is CBD. However, You have full spectrum CBD, which is you're removing this aspect from the plant, but it also has a little bit of THC. It's also got a little bit of this and that in there.
Mm-hmm.
You have absolute. You also have isolate. So there are different forms of extraction. There's also different forms of quality. There's some garbage caffeine out there. And
So
Tyson
true.
did his due diligence to make sure he had a really good supplier and really good quality.
Dude, I went through 6 different suppliers.
Yeah, that sounds about right for sure. And so, yes, caffeine is caffeine, but this is definitely made for cosmetics. It's made for topically applying to absorb into skin and into hair as well. And then,
Absolutely.
yeah, Walter, let us know if you have any issues here. But he's saying anybody else having issues adding stuff to the cart? If it's telling you anything, let us know, and Tyson can get some people on the horn, or maybe he can help you out there. I haven't seen anything else yet, but keep us posted, and it's probably not you. Walter and Erica have a lot. You guys know what you're doing, so maybe there's just a weird glitch coming up. Does caffeine give a tingling sensation? Yeah, it definitely can. It can give you that nice little like, ooh, it's working. You know, this is something nice to it, and it's very, very pleasant. And these are for the oils. They are the 1 ounce bottles.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they work very well. And yeah, I would say I was shocked how tingly my face got with even just with the lavender. I felt it, and I'm like, so yeah, it definitely does.
Yep,
now, the peppermint really does.
Same. And Antonio, yes, absolutely, 100% can be used just as a straight up beard oil. No issues there at all. And then, will I have trouble sleeping? No. So this is the same kind of thing. Like if someone's like, hey, is there full spectrum CBD in there? Am I going to get a little bit, No. Is this going to keep you up at night? No. There's not going to be any kind of effects on the brain. This is just for the skin. And if you drank probably 600 bottles of this, you might get a little buzz going. You might get a little bit hyper, but no, nothing through your skin. We call that transdermally. You're not going to see any effects other than the positive ones to your skin and hair, but nothing in the brain's going to happen.
And Logan just tried to add it to his cart, and he pushed it.
I pushed it a few times. It wasn't showing initially, but I just refreshed my browser. So and then it showed 19 added to cart.
Oh
so yeah. So if it's not showing, refresh your browser and then check your cart. You could leave 19 in there and just hit buy. That's
True.
cool too.
True.
But it's in there. It's something's lagging. Maybe because everybody's trying to grab it. So
yeah. And Mark asks, are the butters very creamy? Mark, this little side story. This was one of the first butters I really helped kind of recreate or reformulate, whatever you want to call it. Tyson is such an awesome owner. He'll ask for feedback, and he's an owner that actually wants to hear real feedback, right? Unfortunately, there's a lot of people that like yes men, and when you get to that point and you're not a yes man, sometimes they get their feelings hurt, sometimes they stop talking to you, that kind of thing. And Tyson's like, essentially one day was like, hey, you love our oil, you love this and that, you're cool with the butter, why isn't it great? And I just told him my thoughts and feelings. I said, it's great. There's nothing wrong with it. It's fine. But I would like it to be more nourishing. I would like it to be lighter. And we got to cooking in this was years ago, actually. And got to cooking in the lab. And it was like, okay, what about this ratio? What about this ratio? Okay, I'm going to send you out 3 of these ones. And we tested them and we used them. So Mark, absolutely creamy, absolutely light. It melts down like a dream and goes in the beard so smoothly, and is one of my most proud kind of reformulations because it was super early. This was years ago, and it is an amazing, like genuinely amazing butter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just like the deodorant, it was too soft, and so we had to fix that too.
Yeah, exactly. Tyson's great at listening to feedback, and same thing. He had the deodorant, and I was like, yeah, it's just getting on my shirt. It's kind of messing my shirt. We need a little bit more firm, and he did it, and it's the only deodorant I've used since that first time I really tried it. It's so good.
I mean, I'm religious with the deodorant. It's a game changer. But one of the biggest reasons why I switched to Copper John's was because of the butter and the oil not leaving like the residue on my phone when I got off the phone, not leaving kind of like that residue on my pillowcase, because we've got white everything in my house and you could see it on the pillowcase. So I like how well the creamy butter just absorbs into my beard. So like those were the game changers for me that went exclusive Copper Johns, just because of just the quality of everything and how well it absorbs. So
Rick F, he's on here. Rick, can I tell the story real quick of what's going on between us, or should that just be hush hush? I want to ask that because it's a really good story, but
well, now you're gonna have to.
I don't know if he wants the world to know.
Okay, I'll keep an eye out and I'll feed it to you if he responds here. And Joshua says, how many times? Pretty much a week. Joshua, I would say ideal if you're like, I gotta grow, I really need to see this. 100%, I would say twice a day, morning and night is your best results. For most people, I would say one a day. One time at night is going to be your best option there. And Rick said yes, and I've had the pleasure of actually being able to meet Rick. So he's
really cool.
Yeah, great guy. So I believe I've met him twice now, actually. But yes, go ahead, Tyson. Story time.
So Rick's wife just got done with chemo, and so she lost all her hair, and luckily, you know, everything's kind of taken care of now. And it broke my heart, and I truly believe in this product, like 100%, truly believe in this product. And I asked Rick, here's my phone number, give me a call. And I talked to him on the phone, and amazing Boston accent, like Maine accent.
Love it.
And one of my favorite people, but I'm like, I really believe in this. Would you and your wife be interested in the shampoo as well as this oil, and really help your wife grow her hair quicker and stuff like that? And so he's been using it for a few weeks now, and I'm kind of curious what happened, but I think it's real. I feel blessed to know his story, and I'm grateful that she's doing better.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's awesome.
Absolutely. Great people. And I'm the same way. I don't use the deodorant every day. I don't have to use it every day. It's insane. Where if I take a day off, I have not, like, there's this huge fear that I know so many people can relate to, where we've been using garbage deodorant our whole life. And because that's what our parents' generation used. You know, you buy Old Spice, you buy this garbage, and you just use it. And I changed everything. My shampoo, my body wash, my beard products. I'm drinking water. I changed my diet, all these things. But the last thing I held on to was deodorant, because I fear stinking. Like,
absolutely.
So true.
I can look horrendous. I can sound horrendous, but I can't smell bad. And so we had this trap in our brain that if we get rid of this, we're going to smell. I had this trap that there was going to be like a 3-week period of detoxing where I'm going to smell like poop for 3 weeks, and I just couldn't ever do it. And I was like, let me just try. Let me just do this. I didn't have a transition phase. I can actually take days off and smell as fresh as my forearm smells, and my mind still has trouble understanding that until I go back and say, oh my gosh, I was literally putting aluminum into my armpit pores. Any garbage that was in there, any smell, any toxins that I should be flushing out as my normal body process, I'm plugging that with aluminum. No crap, I'm going to smell eventually. Like, that's horrendous. And it hurts me that I waited so long.
It's like a backup, like a backed up drain. You know what I mean? Like, when you think about it that way, I've had the same, and I've gone 34 years, you know, obviously, you know, 20 plus of those after puberty, where deodorant became a necessity, right?
Yep.
I've never in my life had to realize or had to think of like, did I put deodorant on today? Because it became for years, it became such a, you know, like a no brainer. You wore deodorant every single day. But now when you're not worried about the smell, it just, you're like, did I put it on today? I can't remember, because you don't even smell. So,
and the thing why you don't know too, that old garbage you used, 12 hours later, you could do this and your hand's going to be covered in white crap, and it's going to be able to get on your shirt. This is more like a butter, more like a balm, where it's going to absorb in. And like, I put it on this morning, I got nothing. Like, I'm clean. It's not anything bad. So you can forget that you used it because you don't smell and you don't have residue left over.
Sure. No,
and I'm sure, Tyson, are you looking at the shipping stuff?
Yeah, I had everything as pounds instead of ounces, so it should be good now.
Okay, guys, refresh,
my bad.
Clear your history if you need to, but the shipping should be taken care of. If for any reason you put in an order and it was wrong before and you didn't notice it, reach out. Copper Johns, they'll take care of you and adjust the shipping and do whatever they need to.
Which, funny story, my sister manages the warehouse where these are all shipped out of, so we'll take care of it.
Oh, perfect.
No, everything is all the weights are right. It's just I had them in pounds instead of ounces for some reason.
Interesting.
little difference there.
Yeah, just
So-
tiny, just a tiny bit.
So
Yeah,
Mike,
yeah.
you should be totally taken care of now.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes I do like 12-ounce curls, and I tell people it's 12 pounds. Like,
Sure.
yeah, that Mountain Dew be going crazy.
Yeah.
What's up, Vinnie?
And shout out here real quick. I gotta take this off the screen because you gotta see this. We got Mr. Vinnie P, the legend, in the building, saying
Love
so
Vinnie.
much freaking awesomeness on the screen right now. So much love to the legend, that's Logan, and my Copper John's brethren. Tyson, my man, you're truly beyond words incredible, and I'm thankful to call you my bro.
I feel the same way. Vinny's a stud.
Dude, and Vinny could pop your head like a freaking watermelon. That dude is jacked. Talking about 12-ounce curls, Vinny's the guy over there doing probably 12-ton curls. Like, I mean,
Yeah, when he's
that
not
guy's
ripping
jacked.
muscles off of his bone because he's an absolute monster.
Like his
Oh.
log press videos and stuff on
Uh-huh.
TikTok before, I'm like, gosh, if you want to ever feel like you can't lift anything, just watch Vinny. Right?
Yep,
Like-
yep. And Christopher, their balms are a firm balm. That was also a change that Tyson made along the way and firmed up the balms. It would be more like a Luxe rather than the softer Fable one. And for me, that a balm should be a balm. You shouldn't get a balm and say, is this a butter? Is it a balm? A balm is for styling. It is for hold, but it's natural. It's healthy. It's going to add nourishment. Butter is for that pure nourishment. So yeah, a firm balm. And I know that because I give that recommendation on a daily basis.
I've been using the balm more in the morning for the style. Like that's where I go.
Yeah.
And so you get the hydration, but you also get the hold because I get really flat on the sides of my cheeks, kind of going down, and I like to use the balm to keep it poofed out a little bit more.
Absolutely. Oh, snap. Robbie's got a new picture. This dude, I
Look at
mentioned
that
him
beard.
recently. This dude's a legend. He is
he
a
looks like-
chef. I didn't even know this was a thing. He's also a decorated military veteran. He
Wow.
he did so many cool things. I'm sure I can't share some of them, but including an Olympic, I believe, gold medalist. And
Wow.
so, yeah, dude's a monster. And it has a super cool beard, too. So shout out
cool.
to him.
Well, thank you. No, thanks for your service, Robert. That's cool.
Yes.
Both,
Okay.
both in the military and representing us in the Olympics. That's awesome.
Yes.
Seriously.
All right, so we got the oils. We'll come back and circle back for any questions that we have on this one. And Walter says, can confirm the balm is firm. Bam, that's my guy right there. All right, next up is the Pits and Bits wash. Now, I will say before this started, Tyson said, he's like, I've actually been using the ball wash on my armpits too, and he's really been liking it.
Mhm.
And Tyson, a logical question someone could ask you or Logan, how is this different than body wash? If they have a body wash already, what is the specific, if you have any kind of thought process on how ball wash, like that area, that environment, that region, what allows this product to be specific there?
Well, first and foremost, if you've ever dealt with aloe vera juice, that type of stuff, it's very, very calming. It's very, very moisturizing to the skin. But what's cool is those who have dreadlocks and stuff like that, that is something that is required for them. And so it's really, really so good for your hair and it's so good for your skin and it really, really hydrates your skin. But then on top of that, you're going to see the cedar, the tree, and the lemon. And it is like great for deodorizing. It is great for antibacterial properties so that you're not going to be having that gunk that, sometimes like, what the crap? Like you're working out and you're like, okay,
We all know the smell. We all are familiar with the smell, right?
But then like the lemon is antiseptic properties. And so all this, but then on top of everything, it just has that natural conditioning and it's going to just, what I really like is when you use it, you feel it and it feels clean and it smells clean.
It's
and
got that nice clean tingle, like literally, right?
Yeah.
It's great. I mean, we all know, the high stank areas, right? Like the skin on skin areas,
Well,
right?
that's why I put it in my pits.
Right. That's what I'm saying. The skin, I mean, you guys like me and you got, thighs touch, all that good stuff. Like it just really helps just to keep it smelling fresh. It's kind of like you said, Dan, with the pits, like in the aluminum, like you think what you're using is helping, but in reality, like your body would, I never cared about pH balance until I freaking met Tyson. And I realized how much that actually affects, like not only just, your body odor and stuff like that, but like just parts of your overall health. So I've noticed been in using the ball wash as a guy who regularly gets pretty dirty and smelly at work and have got back into the gym. So like this has just really helped alleviate natural BO that has, just kind of pops up after X amount of hours after the shower. So,
Yep.
And it doesn't.
Yeah, as men, I feel like we are so far behind on these conversations, just like they do in their podcast and talking about mental health and all this stuff. Generations of women have fully understood pH in the different spots of your body that have different pH levels and how it can be an indicator of health and something going wrong if your pH has changed. And we as men have those same things. We have different areas with different pH levels, different environments, different sebaceous glands, density. We have so many different areas. I never heard that. I heard spray some Axe body spray, get the 7-in-1 bottle that you can use on your hair, your face, your body. You can use it in your car. You can use it at the lube for your door hinges. Like that was what I grew up on. I wasn't talking about pH. And then, you dive into this and you're like, oh my God, that stuff was horrific. How did I even make it? It's crazy.
Well, it's like my wife pointed this out to me when I'm like, oh my gosh, check this out or whatever. She's looking at the ingredients and she's like, shows me some of the stuff she has. She's like, yeah, this is what I use for me. And it's like,
and
we go for
what's the price of those things that she's using for her?
I don't want to tell you. But that's, if you think about your wife, your girlfriend, your daughters, whatever, more than likely they've got a summer's Eve product. And that's essentially for female pH balance in those similar areas. But it's just a game changer for dudes. Like if you got the pits and bits that have the smelly parts, throw the ball wash on and thank us later.
My kids and wife use it too. It's really, really good.
Yeah.
Yep. And the one thing that I think is super cool with that is, right, we're men trying to come around to these concepts and we're doing a great job, right? We're acknowledging it. We're going into it. On the other side, one thing that's really interesting is my wife, Sam, right? We've been doing this for 6 years now and have had every product in the house under the world of beard products. If you take a look at some of these, I guarantee if you try to find a revitalizing, a regrowth, any kind of hair serum that's in the women's industry, and you find quality ones, you start matching ingredients like, oh yeah, I can see that one, I can see that one, I can see that one. The price is astronomically higher. And when I say it's on average 4 to 5 times higher, people are like, that's crazy. This is like a $20, $30 bottle. Yes, I'm talking 4 to 5 times higher on average. And then the really interesting thing, even someone like my wife, who's deeply embedded in this community, she still has a mental hurdle, a mental barrier to say, okay, I do know those brands Logan just mentioned that are trusted in the women's industry, and we know those ones. And I'm saying, hey, this is actually better. Yeah, and it costs way, 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 way less. And it's the same thing, but they're like, no. Women's industry. It's like, just give it a try. Just give it a try. You'll save money and it'll be better. And you're supporting an amazing company where you get to know the owner. You get to know that it's an American-made, small batch, started from absolutely nothing and is building bigger, bigger, bigger. It's really cool. And that can be a hard conversation with the women in your lives. But if you can get them to try it, if you can get them to look into ingredients, game changer for your whole household.
Absolutely. Yeah. My wife has, it's funny after being, using Copper Johns for a little over 2 years, it's funny to see some of my wife's products starting to change out for a little Copper Johns bottle. Like she uses the charcoal wash. She's using, she's using the Hunt oil a lot for her facials and my wife was a hairstylist for years. She still has her cosmetology license. So she still goes to Cosmoprof to get her, she gets her discount, but even a discount on her high-end hair shampoo and conditioner, they're still $50, $40, $50, $60 a bottle for shampoo.
And that's there's ones way even above that. It's
insane.
It's crazy.
She has to hey, I'm going to Cosmoprof. I'm like, all right, hold on. Use this card.
Right. And Vinny's right. He said, it just drives me crazy how men don't do this. We were told for so long that it's not manly. And if I can toot our own horns real quick, I'm glad that we have guys like Logan and Tyson and Vinnie. And to be honest, myself, I'm not as big as these dudes, but I'm 6'3", I'm 220, I'm tatted, I got a big beard, and I'm the guy out there that's like, what's the pH level? Is the medium viscosity? How are your pores doing? I think that's great. And if you guys don't know Tyson's a towering human. Now, the main criticism I've given to Tyson for 6 years, and I still do, and I actually mean this isn't tongue-in-cheek, he's too nice. His niceness could cause him problems, but he is a towering human. And to hear these guys, I think we're slowly doing our little part in kind of breaking that stereotype and that stigma. And then, hey, like I said, let's keep conquering mental health. Let's keep conquering talking about it. And my son Jax is going to therapy every Wednesday now. Do we feel like he super needs it right now? No, but it's been great for him. So why the heck not? You know, you don't have to justify guys going to therapy. So yeah, I'll get off that box, but I feel passionately about that.
I have 2 kids going to therapy, and I go to therapy.
You're preaching to the choir. I mean, if we sidetrack here for just a second to kind of riff on that for a second, like that's the whole basis behind dad bods and beards. We found that accidentally within the first episode or two. That wasn't even kind of the route we were going to go. And then in the last year, I've really kind of niched my way into just doing that with my social media, because I realized it wasn't a showboaty thing. I realized how much it was helping me to talk about those issues. And then realizing the messages that I was getting, we were getting about like, hey, I was told my entire life to suck it up. And now I'm dealing with this and as an adult, and I'm putting that on my kid, and I see it now and it bothers me. So the same thing of like, I think it's insanely manly to take care of your health. I think it's insanely tough to worry about if you smell bad or not. And it's like, if you pay, I mean, it's not vain at all to worry about your appearance. Like if you want to look good, sometimes you feel good. Like, and so I 100% love that. And we try to surround ourselves with like-minded guys, because it's a wave effect. You know, it's a ripple effect. You know, one guy throws a rock and it can in the water, and it affects positively so many people.
Yep.
So how do you not keep falling down? I'm on the same chair.
Well, talk about being a towering individual. You guys don't see this right now, but I'm literally almost on a booster chair just to be the same height as Tyson. I've got about that much of like cardboard stacked up so that I can be the same height as Tyson.
It's just short torso. He's all legs, guys. He's all legs.
I'm 5'10". I got no shame.
And Judd, you got a new picture, man. Let's go. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah. Good to see you. Okay, and great. Keep the comments coming, everybody. All right, so we got the ball wash, and then we have 2 more products here, and that would be the head hair shampoo and then the head hair conditioner. Now, Tyson, on either of these, is there anything that you want to touch on that we haven't said already about them? And somebody did ask earlier and said, is it for the beard? No, these are not formulated for the beard. They have separate beard products for that, and this process probably really showed that to Tyson, like, oh, there are differences in the pH and the ingredients and the ratios and all that. So anything on the shampoo or conditioner here, Tyson?
Yeah, first, like you can see, the Fenugreek, it does take, and if you look and do the research, it takes about 6 months for it to, your body, kind of like, let's say you, this is a weird, crazy weird, but what I'm about to say, but like you go through, it's personal, but you go you have an eating disorder and your body starts to shut down, and then all of a sudden you start feeding it and feeding it and feeding it, and your body still doesn't trust you, and so it's still starting to hurt itself. It's still not working properly, all that kind of stuff. It takes 6 months to a year for your body to start trusting you that you're giving it what it needs. Think of that as Fenugreek. It doesn't trust it. I love this. What is this? You keep giving it and giving it, and then finally your body accepts it and says, oh, I like this. So after 6 months, it says on average is when you start to notice a huge difference of using the shampoo and conditioner because of the Fenugreek, because it will increase your circulation. It will help nourish your hairs and your scalp, but it does take a second. And then the prickly pear, dude, I had no idea until I looked at it, but it's just so healthy for you with the antioxidants, all the vitamins, the fatty acids, everything that's in it just screams health. Like, it's just like, it's going to make your hair soft. It's going to make your hair vibrant. It's just going to do all that kind of stuff. And everyone knows what argan and castor is, and then the rosemary and peppermint. But I really like those 2 ingredients specifically.
Heck yeah.
And see, that's one thing I want to touch back on, of like how important it was that you said that, because we live in a world of instant gratification. Social media, fast food, everything. I mean, like here in Utah, we have soda and cookie shops, like with drive-throughs. Like it's just everything is instant gratification. So to be introducing a new product, but also being honest enough to say like it's going to take some time, is a big thing in my book, because I feel like there's a lot of companies out there and a lot of products that are kind of like instant gratification, and they play into that a lot. This, to me, obviously, I'm kind of building you up a little bit here. It just plays into Tyson's honesty as a business owner, is that he's trying to supply you with something that works and something that's going to help. But at the same time, like, here's the facts, here's the details, here's the ingredients, here's how best to use it. So That's the kind of stuff that means a lot to me that, that I didn't know. I didn't pay attention to. I would use it. If I didn't know that, I'd use it. Like, oh, it's not working, whatever, get something else.
Yep.
But now it's nice to know. So the longevity use is important. So.
Yep. Spot
Absolutely.
on. And Nelson, the promo is going to run until I believe noon on Tuesday. Any people with observation skills and context clues might be able to figure out why it's going to run to Tuesday and not end tonight, or I don't know, Monday. So kind of figure that when somebody puts a comment, I'll highlight it. But yes, that will go until Tuesday. And Christopher says that Fenugreek has an impact on raising testosterone when ingested. Do you think it would have that effect? I would highly doubt. Anytime you have something topical, it is just not going to come anywhere near the level of impact as ingesting it. And it's just two different mechanisms. When you ingest something, think about what it has to go through as compared to something that you're just applying. In the same way, other people might know in other worlds, if you consume something through smoke, it affects the body differently than if you consume it from eating something like, I don't know, a gummy, because the different path that it travels, even though it can have the same things, the same active ingredients, I would highly doubt that there's any testosterone impact, as much as I would love for there to be. Tyson, have you found anything on that in your research at all?
Not currently, no.
Yeah, but I couldn't imagine. But yes, Copper Johns is going to be Command's Corner on Monday. Spoiler.
It wasn't done on purpose. It's just kind of how it happened.
Genuine. Awesome. Yeah, we didn't have this plan for that law. It just everything came together and worked out. And so Monday we'll be back again. It's just going to be me, but I'm so glad that you guys were able to see and hear and get to know Tyson and Logan through this stream even more. And yeah, we'll be doing some of the same highlights and giveaways and just kind of having some fun. So if you're like, man, I'm not in a good place right now, but I love giveaways and stuff, come back on Monday and you'll have a chance on Monday as well.
And these are going to be here permanently. There's no like rush or anything.
Yep, absolutely. And how many bottles need to cover 6 months? That's a tough one. And I think Logan hit on a really good point. Myself included, highly guilty of using way too much head hair shampoo. I love that feeling of just having this massive lather, but it's overkill. I'm doing way too much. I don't even know if I could put a guess on it because I haven't used a bottle of shampoo from start to finish. I always rotate stuff. So do you have any idea, Tyson, what you would think? Oh, you got some hair.
If it's my head, it's going to last about 2 months. And it's just me 2 to 3 months. I would say 2 months. And so you would need 2 or 3 probably.
Yeah, I think,
unless it's like Logan's hair and it's
so probably, I mean, my hair's pretty thick. I mean, I up top too. And so I use maybe a pump and a half for a really good rich lather still, and that bottle will probably last me 6 weeks to a month, I say, for how much I've already used. It's funny, I should have taken a picture. The ledge in my shower now is 5 of these bottles of the Sweetwater conditioner and the 2 different beard washes, and now the two, the new head, hair, and wash and conditioner, and now the ball wash. My shower is just literally like a billboard for Copper Johns. It's funny, and then the bar soap, everything in there.
Yeah. So Logan's a pump and a half guy. I'm a 1 pump guy with shampoo.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was waiting for the. Yeah,
I'm a 1.
But my hair's shorter. I'm still doing good though. Got all that hair. DHT isn't killing it yet, but yeah, I just
ball wash,
I just use 1 pump.
Ball wash is definitely a 3 pump.
I almost went there earlier and I just left it alone and
those
yes. We can say mileage will vary.
Yeah, there you go.
Brian, I'll be honest here, and what's up, Looney Tunes? I don't know the rules with conditioner and head hair. I generally don't use conditioner on my head hair. That's what I was told a long time ago. Is it a wives' tale? I don't know. I don't, for beards, I don't recommend conditioning every day, at most every other day. So I don't know the rules. I am ignorant when it comes to head hair conditioner. So Tyson, do you know if this is a daily? Is it what's recommended?
So for women, they use it primarily just for hair, so that with the longer hair, it doesn't get tangled in and all that kind of stuff. But with the fenugreek and with all that kind of stuff, it is going to help like the growth and stuff like that, just the nutrients. But
Not
so
dumb.
I know, but That's what I was saying. But for me, I personally don't use it. If I do use it, I'll use it on a Sunday, right before I go to church or something like that, just to keep it a little softer, a little more spiffy. But the shampoo is good enough for me. But my wife uses it every time she's in.
And I'm like Logan. I have to wash my hair every day. I don't care what they say about if I take, even by the end of the day, it's the wildest thing. I have very dry skin, so like my sides get raw and red and even flaky if I'm real lazy of putting oil on. It's horrible. But my head hair by the end of the day is pure greasy, to the point where I can't do a head hair haircut at night because my hair is too greasy, and I washed it that morning.
Yeah, I'm the same way. And like I said, having been married to my wife for 11 years and her, having been a cosmetologist for a long time, I've known, you don't really want to get conditioner on your roots. But when you're a guy and you got short hair, if you kind of, if you have a shorter hair as a guy, that's kind of hard. So I personally condition 2 to 3 times a week. When I wash my hair every single day when I'm in the shower, but using the Fenugreek, the new conditioner, I do that about 2 or 3 times a week. And I've noticed that it is a lot softer. I'm the same way, Dan. I mean, same thing as I wear hats a lot, literally and figuratively, right? Yep. But I get that same kind of greasy, side of the hair, like the matted underneath. But yeah, 2-3 times a week with conditioner is what works well for me. And my hair isn't any greasier than it naturally is. So
yeah. And then my guy Brandon, who has obviously we actually have like twinning beards. It's really, really weird. We take a picture side by side and we look identical. But he has very long head hair, beautiful head hair. And I would assume a strong yes, Brandon, that it's good for long hair.
This is all that my wife uses now.
There you go.
And she's one of the most picky people with the products she uses for her head hair, and this is all that she uses. And she uses the oil too. Like, it's crazy. Like, I've never seen her use so much.
That's awesome.
Makes me happy that she's like, finally.
Yeah, right. Yeah. After how many years, right?
Yeah, and women can be super particular about their products, because if they've been burned so many times with bad products and cheap products, and if let's say you use the wrong product on your head hair, it can take weeks to get that back to the way you want it to look and feel. So I understand, because my wife Sam is the same way. Like, to get her to try something on her head hair is a big deal.
Oh, 100%.
But the risk versus reward on a product like this, if you look into the ingredients, you look into the quality of it, there's a lot of reward with that risk that they may have in their mind.
Totally.
Yep, absolutely. All right. We're going to come back to, guys. We got more stuff to cover and answer some of your questions. And even I have a couple that are saved that aren't specific to the new products, but I want to make sure we hit these first, because that's what this night is about. Tyson, if people want to ask you questions or have some kind of dialogue with you, what is the best way to reach out to Copper Johns with questions?
The info at copperjohnsbeard.com.
Okay.
Because that's going to go directly to my phone. I like to get on Instagram, guys, but I get so much spam now that it's really hard to dissect which is spam and what's is not. And so I really don't check my messages as much as I used to. So just email me and I can talk to you there.
Tyson's got all the groupies in there. He's like, I can't even open it up. There's too many.
Yeah. It's all those weird group chats you get weirdly added to on the hit on the weird side of your DMs.
Those are terrible. And it's like you try to leave and it like you thought you left, and then a new message pops up and you can't.
My favorite is the guys that actually respond. You're like, what are you doing?
Right.
You know this is a bot, right? Like,
wait. There's hot babes in my area?
Oh my gosh. Like, single moms who want me? Yeah.
This is great. And I'm going to leave it there. I was going to make fun of Tyson, but I'm not going to. I'm going to choose kindness tonight and go on that route.
Yeah.
All right, so we do have hot babes. We do have giveaways tonight, you guys, courtesy of Copper Johns. Very simple. Most of you know the deal. There's a link in the chat. Click the link, put your name, put your email, and all you got to do is be here if you see your name on the screen and comment to win. Now, little side note, you can't comment unless you're a subscriber. And so you got to make sure you're subscribed to be able to claim these wins, which is one of my favorite features, because when you start to get people that like throw hate and stuff out there, it's like, do they
Can't win.
realize they have to help your channel to then try to feel better by throwing hate out? That just like people come in, they're like, why don't you delete? I'm like, I love, they're subscribed. Like, keep them coming. That's awesome. So shout out to everybody that can comment, because you're a subscriber. You're helping out the channel. You're helping out this company. And it's a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Very nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
Logan had something go viral last week.
Oh,
or
the
this-
short, the YouTube short.
Yeah, and the comments were horrific. You're like, dude, it was a joke.
Right.
Yeah.
I enjoy them now. Like, people think that's like just talk. I enjoy the comments like that so much. Much.
I don't really police the comments on social media. I mean, if people want to argue in my social media, I'm kind of like, go for it. You're just helping the algorithm. You're just pushing the content. But every now and then, if I do catch kind of like, that was too much, that was kind of hurtful stuff, I just delete and block, because I spent too long letting those things affect me. And then it makes you feel like crap. And then you're angry and you're like, I don't even know this person. Like, this is so dumb. And so, yeah, I think, let the hate push the algorithm, and then just block and delete.
For sure. All right. So let's see what we're giving away tonight, you guys. I bet you might have some guesses, but the first thing is we're going to give away the Peppermint Revitalizing Hair Serum. Second thing we're going to give away is the Lavender Revitalizing Hair Serum. And then we're going to give away the Fenugreek Wash Conditioner and Ball Wash. That's going to be a one package, no pun intended, one going out to a
the innuendos in this one has been great.
A singular winner. No way to get a family-friendly stream off track by talking about Ball Wash as a former middle school history teacher. So.
Oh, yeah, you know.
Oh,
People have asked me, like, my family, like, why are you calling it Ball Wash? I'm like, well, that's what it is.
Yep. No, we could brainstorm some good names out there. I was just thinking of but yeah, okay.
Oh, there were some good names.
Can we say that one?
Yeah, I was like, no.
Yeah. Their original name was the Testicle Tingle. And I was like, no, guys, we can't do that.
Nut scrub.
I love it.
Yeah, wash your package with this package. That's a good
one. Man. Judd said sack soap.
I'm loving this. I'm loving this think tank, guys. This is great.
Yes. Market research, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then we have, I believe this is not the final one. The next up, we have one of each product. So somebody tonight is going to win a free package sent out to them that has every single product that's being dropped tonight. And Tyson went above and beyond to end the night here is going to be a $100 gift card to Copper John's.
We were going to spend that on dinner tonight, but he threw it out there instead. So use it well.
Thanks for taking it for the team, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, I just hope everyone just loves this stuff as much as I do.
Yep. And I'm excited. One thing that I do ask if you win a giveaway is if you have social media, please just share your experience. I'm not asking you to praise. I'm not asking you to say anything that's not true. But if you have this thing that is sent out to you for free, you don't even have to pay shipping, and this company is being generous to give back, just share some information on it. Get a post on when you get your package and unbox it. Share a post, even just a story, and say, oh my gosh, I love the scent on this. You don't realize, and I mean this to my core, you guys, you don't realize how beneficial that user-generated content is for a company when they get a candid and authentic post by people really using these products. I think that's a fair want, a fair ask for you guys. Put something up on social media if you win a giveaway.
I mean, I love that you said that, because the whole reason, I could boil it down to this. The whole reason why I even got connected with Tyson and Copper Johns is I started following Matt with Beard Laws, and he was doing a review on Copper Johns. And so I reached out to Tyson on Copper Johns. I'd never even heard of Copper Johns. So those reviews, I'm glad you said that. They will reach people that never heard of a company or never even thought of beard care. So those are huge.
Well, not only that, so we're trying to get into more wholesale accounts and stuff like that. And those wholesale accounts, those stores actually look at these reviews.
Yeah.
Awesome. And it looks like the shipping is kind of settling. I think if there's any problems, it's just from your browser still holding on to the cookies and the cache.
Just refresh.
If you still is not working, go to your settings, go to browsing history, clear your cookies and cache, and then it will work after that for sure. It will work after that. And Man, I love the love from the other
Sure,
owners. We
thanks.
got Johnny Ray's in here representing. We got Weatherbeard representing, showing love
Very
to you
nice.
guys.
Both and True North was here too. Both, all three of them, great
Heck
guys.
yeah. Yep. Shout out to True North, Tara and Chris over there. Awesome. And I've actually been able to meet I've been able to meet you. I've been able to meet all of those owners as well too. Which
How
is super
tall is
cool.
Chris?
Chris is exactly my height, 6'3".
Okay, so he's about our height.
Yeah.
And that's one of the coolest things I think with getting involved in the bearded community the last few years is like the amount of owners when on paper are technically all competitors, but you're friends. Like I mean, Tyson and I went to lunch a couple weeks ago, and an owner of another company that's local here in Utah, he met up with us and we chatted, and they shared market details and research and things like that together. And it's just the community is massive, and it's so fun to be a part of.
Yeah. And if anybody has any issues at all with checking out earlier and think, like I said, genuinely reach out to Copper Johns. I know for a fact they'll make sure you're all taken care of, and it's the way it is. So yeah, Amber, if there was something with the free shipping not calculating, reach out to them. Don't worry about it, guys. They will have the
I will
ability.
address that right now. Unfortunately, we lost several $1,000s in shipping. So we're not doing free shipping right now.
Okay.
We lost a ton of money, and it just we can't do it right now. We have to figure something out, but I don't know how it happened, but we lost $2,000 last month alone in just shipping.
Jeez. That's rough. That's rough.
So right now there is no free shipping.
Okay. All right. Good info, you guys. Thank you, Tyson. And everybody, Erica's like, I love this community, so unique and so special. RPG Randy says, gotta love this community. And ain't nothing like it anywhere I've found. Agreed. Agreed. It's amazing, and it's all about this, right? It's the scarcity mindset versus the abundance mindset.
Absolutely.
If you lived from a state of like, oh my gosh, if they're getting a sale, I'm failing, or if they get views, I'm not going to get them, you're going to go crazy, and all you're going to do is hurt people, yourself included. But if you have that abundance mindset, helping people, you realize very quickly how much more beneficial it is for everyone, yourself included.
I'm a huge proponent and believer of that. I mean, Tyson and I, we talk about this all the time. We feel like the more good you try to put out, two things happen. You get sometimes more adversity comes your way, but at the same time, more good comes back than you were already receiving. So I love that. I'm glad Weatherbeard said that yeah, you want your buddies to win. You want to see people win. And I think when you truly have that mindset, like you don't have time for comparison and competition.
Yep. Absolutely. And even the other way, like for me with content creators, if somebody is killing it, if somebody passes me or they're already ahead of me and they go way farther, all that means is their reach is bigger and there's a better chance new people can find me. So grow, get as big as you possibly can. The only thing it can possibly do is help people find me. And so I love that. And it's the same. I've worked with a lot of companies and companies have gotten in stores like Copper Johns. They've gotten into some really nice stores, and people will come to me and they're like, oh my gosh, Dan, are you worried about that killing your affiliate? Are you worried about that killing the small batch industry? No. If we can get people to have their first beard product experience in store, which is a vast majority of people, it is in store. If they can have that first experience with a quality product and realize like, oh, this is that beard oil stuff everyone's talking about. I see it, as compared to a bottle of silicone. And they're like, this is beard oil that I've been hearing about? No,
absolutely.
screw that. And they're never trying it again. We want that entry to be as positive as possible. That's good for everyone. Everyone.
Because it gets you excited when it's good, it works. It gets you excited when you should be more involved in it. I truly believe that.
Yeah.
Yep. Spot on. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into our first giveaway winner here, and that is the Revitalizing Hair Serum, and this is the peppermint. And yes, you can use it on women. You can use it on children. Not tested on furry friend animals like dogs and cats and stuff. So can't recommend that, especially when you start talking about essential oils and fragrances.
Yeah,
and that kind of stuff.
I will say this though: the daily conditioning wash, the Hunt, is amazing for dogs for washing their hair.
Okay, there you go. And if anybody wins a giveaway that has placed an order, they'll probably just add it right onto your order, so you don't have to worry about anything. Because I believe, and some of you have shared that you guys put an order, and the first one that I have up here, I believe they placed an order. So super cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Karma's a really cool thing. So if this is you, drop a comment to claim your victory. You can say, woohoo, it's me. I won. Something like that. Do we have in the building a Mr. Mike? Don't kick his shin.
Oh, yeah.
Come on
Hey, yeah.
down.
Very
Nothing
nice.
worse.
Congrats, Mike.
Yeah, nothing worse than hitting your shin on something. That's
so true.
that's about
Where's
as bad as it
Your
gets.
pinky toe too.
I pull a flatbed trailer almost daily with my truck, transporting some of our smaller excavation equipment.
Yep.
And I smack my shin on my trailer hitch
Don't
daily.
Dude, I've got a 2500 HD big truck too,
Yeah.
and like it's like, could I die right now? I could. It's possible. Yeah, it hits you to your core. To your core.
I drive an F350 long bed, I think 1 ton, and I pull probably 14,000 pound machines around every single day.
Yep.
And when you smack that on that trailer hitch, you're everything's free game. Every word in the book, kid walking by from school better duck because I'm throwing something.
Yep. And MJT, this, to be clear, this is a hair serum. It was made for beards, but then the possibility of using it elsewhere is opened because it works. But yes, it is absolutely a beard product. Yeah. A beard product.
If you want hairier pits, throw it in there.
Right. Seriously. All right. We are waiting on Mike Shin. I do need a comment from Mike Shin to claim this victory. Otherwise, and I know he's here. Otherwise, we have to start the process.
Diablo Bearded, I just talked about you about this and how you kind of were the inspiration right at the very beginning.
Got to meet Diablo too. Yeah, I just love this community so much. And
I got to meet him in Texas when he lived there.
Nice. I met him in Texas too.
Yeah, it was before he got married.
And Brian says, toe or shin? Oh, shin. All day. You can take that.
I don't know. Pinky toe on the corner of the bed.
Nope.
I will say what the worst is 1980s or early 90s when they had the bike pedal that was metal.
Oh, yeah.
And you'd ride and you slip, and all of a sudden the spike metal would hit
I had the shin guards for the no, they made like the BMX shin guards.
Seriously?
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh wow.
My brother and I were big into like dirt jumping, BMX and stuff like that. So I had the shin
Hey,
guards.
he's here. And while we have him here, too, guys, this is just a little reminder. Please make sure you are live. If you are not with us on time, you might miss an opportunity to win a free giveaway like this. So to make sure you're live, you just need to activate your screen. So if it's a touch screen, touch it. If it's not, don't, because you just look weird. But run your mouse over it. And in one of the two corners, there's going to be the word live. If there's a red dot next to it, you're good. You're all set. If there's not, click the word live or refresh the stream, and you'll be good to go with us.
Nice.
So, Mike, congrats there. And most of the chat, I think, likely knows what's the next chapter here. Once I see that, we'll go ahead and we'll go ahead and get the next thing going. And Tyson, I did share this winner's document with you, so you'll have their name and email. You know the deal.
Yeah,
all these ones.
I'll get it all taken care of tonight. That's not well, not tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're going to go golfing tonight.
We're going to go Top Golf.
Oh, cool.
I'm going to take my son and hey, remember Isaac?
Of course.
He's coming back July 3rd. I'm excited to see him.
Oh, good. He's been on a mission trip, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, it'll be 2
All
years.
right, guys. It is time to go back, big baby. We're doing a second giveaway right now. No time in between. Let's get it. If you see your name on the screen, drop a comment to claim this victory. Easy peasy. But we do need I'm here. I commented. Yeah, so that was the case, Mike. You were behind there, but we got you. You're good now. But please, everybody, make sure you are live. I had a feeling that essentially the internet isn't perfect. So it'll lag, it'll buffer, whether it's your internet, YouTube's internet. It's not mine. Mine's blazing. So it's one of you out there. It's your fault. But will they have it? All right. Our second winner, and this is cool too, because we have a lot of ladies that love this community and this channel, and this is an actual perfect product for the ladies to try for themselves. I hope you keep this one and don't let your man use it.
Wow, nice.
Newly, within 2 weeks, Erica Smith just got married, and so Walter,
you went to her wedding.
Yeah, that was great. Cool. Yep, absolutely great. And so drop a comment, Erica, if you're still out there. And Christy is asking for it here. Put your hands.
Hey, that is me.
Oh, she's here. Awesome. Erica,
Congratulations, Erica.
congratulations.
You're gonna like this one, Erica. My wife prefers the lavender scent too, so that's probably the
Dude,
perfect
it's
one for
so
you to grab.
calming.
Yeah,
Perfect.
It's so calm. It's like it's a perfect night scent.
I've been using the peppermint one. I really like it in the morning because it kind of like the smell kind of helps.
Mhm.
You know, it's kind of like wake up the senses a little bit. But my wife's really been using the lavender one at night. Has been really nice for her.
Oh yeah, and everybody in the chat probably knows what I prefer. I am a peppermint guy through and through. But I love lavender. That's one of my top scents too.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely. Walter made an order. Oh, cool. So when you see it, it's same last name, but Walter Smith placed an order. If you want to toss it in on that giveaway.
I will do that. Well, I'll try to remember. I'm not gonna lie.
Here, I'll put a note here because I believe so far both have made an order. At least they said in the chat.
Mike,
They're
yeah,
trying to-
Mike
both
did.
orders.
Mike Shin did. Absolutely.
So
Super
cool. All right.
kind. He
So
was
I
the one
did
who
put
was having issues with the shipping that told us the
Yes.
shipping here.
Yep. So I put a note on the document. So hopefully that'll help you be able to remember there.
Thank you.
All right. We don't have the most time in the world because I did promise my wife that I would be able to kiss her goodnight and before she passes out. But a couple of random questions here. This actually was several people asking this one. We have Bjorn asking any plans, and he might need the wash we talked, but any plans for the deodorant scents? Any more deodorant scents?
Yes, but as you know, Dan, we're working on a one that is baking soda free.
Mhm.
And so as soon as the baking soda free one is done, that's when I'll introduce different scents. My question is, what type of scent do we want? Because do we want a Sundance? Do we want that cologne vibe in our armpits, or do we want more of a? Neither do I.
I kind of like the scent free aspect of it.
Yeah,
you know?
and it has a
there's-
little bit of tea tree in it for
Yeah.
and antimicrobial, bacterial. But
something subtle. I mean, I wouldn't hate it if it was subtle. You know?
1903
Natural.
would be good.
Yeah, natural. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And probably keep it to essential oils, the best of your build,
Yeah.
you know, on the pits. And then my man Leonardo, aka Beardliness, says, for the mustache wax, do you recommend heating it up a bit before applying? And does it give a glossy look?
So it depends on what you want to do. But actually, on both of those accounts, it depends on kind of what you're trying to do. Heating it up can help, or you can simply just heat it up in your hands, take a pea size, warm it up in your hands because it will do that, and then put it in your mustache and then comb it through, and then continue to doing it as you get the beads out. You can just melt it in the tin; it's totally fine. And then also the glossy look is just the more you put in, the more glossy it's going to look. So but a lot of guys, what they'll do, like you have Robert Michaelis, what he'll do is he'll put quite a bit in, but then he'll comb it out so that there is no gloss. But then you have someone like Hunter or Phillip who will put a ton in, and then they'll poke it out and make a good handlebar. And then it's glossy because they put a lot in, and that's what their look is. That's what they want.
Yeah, for me, I use maybe a little bit smaller than a pea size, and that's kind of where that's how I keep it mainly out of my mouth and have it trained to kind of pull to the side, is I just use it enough to just get it out. Oh, did your camera die?
No, it's too hot for some reason.
So weirdly, as they're getting this one going here, legitimately, I was waiting for them to take a break on their current talking, because even before Logan said anything about the mustache wax with his mustache, I was literally waiting to say, like, Logan, can you please calm down your mustache, because I can't stop staring at it. It's insane. It's insane. All I'm doing is looking. I don't even know if Tyson has clothes on because I'm just staring at that mustache. And I'm so serious, dude, that I was going to say that. Then I'm like, oh, now he talked about the mustache. Now it's going to look like I'm just, no, like.
That's funny.
Dude, calm that thing down. So
see, we've talked about.
If you turn the air conditioner on, it will.
We've talked about maybe this. I don't know. This might be a little bit taboo. I'm going to be cutting the beard off soon.
Again?
And well, I found out that Locks of Love will take beard hair. So I've reached the length of Locks of Love that they'll accept. And there's not really, there's really any other issue than I've just always wanted to do that. I've never grown my hair out, and we've been doing talks of just leaving the mustache for a little bit and just kind of rocking that. My wife's not the biggest fan of that idea, but I'm like, maybe we can go with a Tom Selleck look for a little bit. But yeah, the mustache is definitely, I say it's like a bow on top of the present. I'm a huge believer in just letting the mustache just be its own personality.
I like that. I like that.
Also,
we got
Dan,
another legend. What up, Hookem?
hey, hi, Joey. Everyone who orders will receive this new sticker too.
Oh, cool.
It's gotta move
Back it
your face.
up. Back it up. There it is.
It's Carver John's The Bearded Brotherhood sticker.
Mm-hmm. I love that.
I have
Those
50
are-
of those made. So the first 50 orders, I don't know how many we have right
Courtesy
now.
of
Melissa made this.
Very
Melissa,
cool.
you see her hopping through the chats. I mean, a lot of times she's gonna be answering emails, right? So
Yeah.
Melissa, she's definitely left her mark on Copper John. She's amazing.
Canon camera. So Canons are known for their overheating. I film with a Canon. I actually like it for the video, but I stream with a Sony for that exact reason. They're notorious.
Yeah, right.
And when you just have two beefy gentlemen, it's steaming up the room a little bit. It's gonna happen.
I just kicked the AC. I just kicked the AC on, right?
Right. Yeah. Thank you for that. It was needed because that is amazing. All right, here's a good question for you. Christopher wants to know: do you happen to have any beard products without nut oils because his son has an allergy to it?
Interesting.
No. Everything has nuts on it. What type of nuts is he specifically allergic
Or is
to?
it just nuts in general?
Or is it just not? Yeah, nuts in general.
Yeah. Yep. Good question.
Because
Good
we
question.
could, if he, like I said this before, I don't want to just make an oil to make an oil. Like if someone says, "Hey, I don't want coconut," but if your son wants it and he's allergic to, let's say, coconut, we can substitute the all nuts. Yeah, we can. But we could substitute something for like coconut to argan. But unfortunately, we don't have anything that doesn't have any nuts in it.
That's tough for sure. And if anybody's just coming in, we are getting closer to the end of this stream, but 5 new products were launched tonight for the water-based shower products. There is the ball wash, and then there is a natural shampoo and conditioner that is intended for your head hair. For anybody's head hair, I especially think this is going to kick it off for the women too. And then there are the hair serums, and is it revitalizing? Is that the word?
Yeah.
Here?
Revitalizing.
Revitalizing hair serum.
Nailed it. And 2 different scents, same carrier blends, but it's the lavender based and then they peppermint based, and they are awesome. Absolutely awesome.
And if you guys just look on our website, you'll see right under products, this says new products. It has all 5 of those there if you want all 5. And then on the other side of products, you'll see the revitalizing hair serums on the main page. And then everything else is just kind of worked in with the body wash and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And I've never heard of coconut being taken as a nut in any way, but
there's a lot of people who are allergic to it. That's why I said that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yep. Okay. Awesome. Let's go ahead and shift back to our giveaways here. And again, shout out to Tyson and the products we just talked about. We're going to give away the water-based products here. And same thing as Logan said earlier, this is not an exaggeration, literally have the beard wash, the beard conditioner, and then I have these 3 products. They're down here now, but for the last 2 weeks, they've been in my shower, and it is really cool to see the bottles, and I love that they're easily distinguished. You don't have to worry about confusing them.
It's like the uniformity looks is really appeasing to the eye, but having the different color bands really helps you just differentiate between which is which and what is what. So I love it. I think it looks cool.
Yeah, right. Because you don't want to put stuff where it's not, let's keep it particular. A little bit of beard conditioner might be a little bit different elsewhere, though.
Yeah.
Right.
Careful out there, guys. All right. New winner here in just a second once it populates. Okay, man. All right. We got the ladies are representing tonight.
Oh,
so if this is you, drop a comment to claim your victory. Do we have Nikki Foley in the chat? Come on down.
Nice. Congratulations. I know Nikki too.
Yeah,
you're going to love the washes. I mean, you can use the ball wash too. It's great. It's pH balanced.
Candace, my wife, uses it. Like I said, we just call it the ball wash, but it's for men and I don't know.
It's for the pits and bits.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
And for the crack, and the crack loves it.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys read the back of the bottle, my favorite line
You're
is
welcome.
that gently lather up your sack back or your sack crack and entire physique. So
you're welcome.
There it is. There it is. All right, so let's see. Hey, she is here. Nikki is
very nice. Congrats, Nikki.
OG member of the channel. Shout out to her husband Matt as well. Very cool. And same thing. and I really mean this too, like I said earlier, if you win a giveaway, consider putting a post online, consider doing your own little review, especially for the ladies. Like I'm telling you guys, these products are amazing on beards. These products are amazing on men's hair. I have zero worries. I have zero concerns. Ladies oftentimes are, like I said, are tougher. Even my own wife considered. So if you have ladies that are out there, if you actually use these products, put out some posts. You don't know who that could help, what guy shows his wife, and he's like, oh, wow, there's a beautiful lady using this. She sees it. She tries using it. That could be really beneficial. All right.
Nice.
And then Jason, anybody else in the chat that needs to sign up for the giveaway?
Caroline,
it is in the link.
She's a sweetheart too.
Right
Huge
now.
support.
Hey, Caroline. Yeah, we have so many ladies in the chat. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then,
Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna get
What's that?
canceled. You're good.
Sweetheart. I meant that as an endearing thing. Like she's.
oh yeah, no, I don't think anybody could take anything bad from you. Like that. There's nothing nefarious about Tyson at all. All right. The next one that we're going to be dropping, you guys, is going to be one of each product. Oh, yeah, you know it, Billy. You know how we do here. Back to back, big baby. So if you signed up once, you're good. You're good all in. Yeah, Tyson, how dare you?
Yeah, I know.
I stopped. I fell in. I think all of us, if you're in the public eye, you fall into that trap for a little while where you get so worried about what you say and about offending people and stuff. I've so happy I've moved beyond that, where I'm just like, if I lead with good intentions, if I'm good with what I say, let the chips fall where they lay. I don't really. If you want to be upset that I said, and this isn't talking about her or anything, Caroline, they're all awesome. They know me super well. If you want to get upset at something I said with the best intentions, with nothing negative behind it, go ahead, have fun. Like it's so crazy.
Sure.
And same with you. Like Tyson is just the nice. I spent a full week with Tyson, like every moment, like staying in the same building, like just such a good dude. And so if you're someone out there that cares about the people behind the company, some people don't, and that's fine. If you care about the people behind the company and you like supporting people that care, that put their all into this, that have taken massive risk, Tyson's a guy to really rally behind, and I can say that from personal experience.
Ah, thanks, man.
And I kind of keep on that train as somebody who spends a lot of time with another man, right? Spends a lot of time with Tyson. We talk a lot. I mean, we just really involved in each other's lives and families and things like that. I feel like I can confidently say from my experience, if you have a problem with Tyson, there's a really good chance that you're probably the problem, because just the genuine goodness that like exudes from this guy, like I said, that's why I gravitated towards him and why everything works so well. So
Facts.
It's a little awkward.
No, my turn. Say something about me. Say something about me.
Yeah, right. It is
Just go
true
watch
though.
Dad's and Bears and you'll know why Logan's a good dude.
There you go. And I do believe that too. And you said it so well. And it's like with me, when I'm just leading with the best intentions, if people have a problem with that, and this isn't cliche, you find out with time it's actually true, it's usually a problem with themselves. It's usually a problem with somebody else in their life, their relationships, their insecurities, their mental state. And sometimes it's not their fault. Sometimes it's a chemical imbalance. Sometimes there's all this stuff going on. But in those kind of situations, it's almost always a problem with themselves. Okay, ordered. Oh, nice. Nikki's ordered a couple times for men. It's always been a great experience. Love that. Love that. And they think you're a sweetheart too, Tyson.
I love it.
Well played. Well played. She's a teacher, so she can handle a little bit and throw it back at you.
Nice. Yeah.
That's awesome. And yeah, I've heard Tyson's chicken is fantastic too.
Yeah. You're pretty good at making chicken and beard oil.
Yeah.
I try to smoke it. Not very good at smoking chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you get that one a lot. I get the command hooks. Like, where's my royalty on the command hooks?
Interesting, yeah.
Hey, Dynamite just donated 5 memberships to the chat.
Awesome.
Man, thank
Very
you.
nice.
And make sure everyone says happy birthday to Dan tomorrow.
Oh yeah. It's a couple hours to be my birthday.
Right?
It's so wild how like birthdays shift, and it's like, again, not cliche, real. I genuinely have to think about how old I'm turning. I have to think about, like, you're like, it's your birthday. I'm like, oh yeah, it is tomorrow. That's right. Crazy.
I was telling my everyone, I'm 42. I'm 42. I'm
Nope.
42. No, last year, and then I turned 42, and then I gained a whole year.
Yeah.
I was so excited. I'm like, wait, I'm still 42.
Nope.
You had a full leap year, yeah.
It's when you hit that point, like in your life and marriage and stuff, like when people, like I've turned to my wife before and I was like, wait, how old am I? Like,
Yeah,
How long
no,
were you
she's like, you're 34, honey. Like, oh, okay. Like,
yeah, I've had to do the math. I was like, all right, born 88, but then the year my birthday hasn't hit yet because you do that whole game thing. Oh man. So I believe I'm turning 36. I'm pretty confident on that. May 11th, 88. It's got to be, right? All right. We have a potential winner of all 5 of these new products. Super freaking cool. Do we have, hey, Diablo, thank you. Get some Pete away.
Wow.
I will.
That's
I
cool, Dan.
absolutely promise. Thank you, sir. Thank you, man. All right. Do we have in the building Jordan Jones? Who?
I hope
Jordan
so.
Jones.
Jordan's a huge supporter of Copper Johns.
Oh, cool. Yeah, Jordan's great.
Yeah.
I can't ever say his name. Logan, you're about my age. You had to grow up with Mike Jones, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
yeah,
I was born 89. So you and I are only about maybe 18 months apart. I was December of 89.
Yeah,
Okay.
there he is.
Yeah, you gotta have the Mike Jones reference when you say Jordan Jones, and I've
Mike
apologized
Jones.
to him before, but I literally cannot help it. There's no way I'd be able to say Jordan Jones with a straight face and not go into a song.
I don't
That's
know
funny.
what you're talking about.
I can't. I know it, but I wish I could say it off the top of my head. But like the thing that I keep thinking of is just the '90s aspect. That made I don't know why this made me think of just like Rick James. Like
Oh, yeah.
like,
Yeah.
same thing. But
I grew up in a town of like 300 people in Idaho.
yeah, he's a.
I don't know
versus-
any reference to that.
Yeah,
Dude,
I'll show you later.
I
Okay.
feel like I'm left out. Somebody in the chat has to know the Mike. So one of the biggest songs of like my childhood was Mike Jones, and it would just go Mike Jones, who Mike
Yeah.
Jones, and I still even know his phone number 281-330-8004. Call Mike Jones. Oh my God, who?
Jones, yeah.
Thank you.
That was like that was always like the high school dance. Like that would always
Yes.
like that would always pop up in there every now and then. Middle school dance.
Oh
So-
yeah. Yep. Paul Wall. Yep.
Mhm.
Hit Mike Jones up on the low. That was the phone number I knew before my parents' phone number.
That's interesting.
It was it was the 2000s. Yep. Okay. Oh yeah, we got Jordan Jones. Got that. Let me get this one down here.
Congrats, Jordan.
Yeah, awesome. Man.
Yes.
You're gonna love it.
Such a nice dude. And then the final one in just a minute here, you guys, is going to be a $100 gift card. But before we get there, the only kind of last thing that I have is Monday is Copper John's on Command's Corner. We're going to be able to go on there. We're going to be able to share all the great things that we know about this company. We're going to be able to celebrate the night. And hopefully Tyson's like pulling his hair out from a big launch this weekend. And
I
he's
hope so.
busy.
That'd
And
be
he's like,
awesome.
I can't keep this in. And I'm like, I got you. I'm just going to make it more busy for you as
Very
we
nice.
go through. But Tyson, anything like left to kind of button it up, or as Logan's mustache does,
Sorry.
put a bow on it tonight? No, the bow, that's good. That's a good thing. Any final things where you're like, I wish we would have covered on this, or anything you want to say to the people?
No, I just I really do want to get feedback on this. To me, I have been using it for months, and I can tell a difference.
Yeah.
Like I said, I usually have to get a beard trim every 2 to 3 months. That's just because I like this size for me. It doesn't get in my way when I'm making and all that kind of stuff. And that's just what I like. But I've had to get a beard trim every 3 to 4 weeks
Yeah.
now, and it's crazy. And I just got another one yesterday. And so I hope it works. I know it works, but let me know how you feel about it. And I'm really excited for you guys to try everything because it's all natural. It's perfect. Like, to me, I just don't know what else I could have done. We put a lot of research into this.
What it's funny is if you guys go back, maybe for reference or something, I'll have to share maybe some before or afters. One problem I have a lot with my beard, as you can see sometimes, is I get kind of like the stringy look on the side, and I don't think that the side of my beard is as thick as the middle. But I've noticed that since using this, you can see it's kind of filled out a lot. So you can see some of my content, or even some of the Dad Bods and Beards videos. You can see like how it'll kind of pull away from my beard and kind of be a few of its own strands. But I don't know why. It's just been feeling so much thicker and fuller lately since I've been using the revitalizing hair serum like every day for a few weeks now. So I think it puffs it up, makes it feel great, wakes it up.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So
awesome.
thank you, everyone, and
Yeah,
thanks
it's
for
been
the
great.
kind words.
Oh yeah. And Logan's mustache will thank you guys later. He's busy right now, but
sure.
yeah.
Should I be like Bob and name my mustache how he's named his Elliot, right?
Oh yeah, I know exactly. Too funny. Okay, $100 gift card if you were gonna try stuff outside of these products, you guys. The oil, the butter, it's all necessary. If you need a scent, I love Skipper, I love Polies, and I love Sundance. If I could only keep one, it's probably Sundance, just because it's one of my wife's favorite smells in the history of her life.
I Sundance is my staple favorite. I've said that for a long time. If you guys haven't, before it goes away, try Riverwalk, the scent of the month right now. It blows Sundance out of the water for me. And
wow.
I love Riverwalk. If you haven't tried the deodorant, you got to get the deodorant. That's a game changer. So
yes,
those are my two suggestions. Try Riverwalk in any of the products, whether it's beer, the balm, the butter, or the oil, and definitely try the deodorant. It's a great call.
Yep, absolutely agree. And yeah, it's like I use the deodorant so much, I almost forget that it's Copper John's. And it's like, yeah, okay, yes, got to try the deodorant. It really is that good. Okay. And again, Tyson, one more time, what is the email if they have questions to reach out to Copper John's after this stream?
info@copperjohnsbeard.com.
Okay, perfect. And I'm sure you can find that on your website.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
And all social media has it too.
Perfect. Do we have still in the building Mr. Caleb Meyer?
Oh, congrats, Caleb. That's awesome.
I don't think I've seen him.
Caleb, are you out there? All right. Any idea on the baking soda free deodorant timeline? Are we getting close?
So now that all the hard work is done for these 5 new products, I will put more effort into it now.
There he is. Congrats, Caleb.
Hey, Caleb. Congrats,
perfect. Man. Congrats. And that makes a lot of sense. This is crossed the finish line. Now you can go in and I will say Sam is waiting on it eagerly and is very excited.
She's
Sam,
like, wrap it up, right?
Yeah, right. Sam loved the deodorant, but she's just adverse to baking soda and wasn't able to do it. So yeah,
like a lot of people are.
Yep. And to be super clear, I do from time to time get like little red spots, little red circles. For me, it doesn't hurt. It's not anything that bothers me. And it, in a way, it's kind of telling me it's doing its job, you know? And so, but I do know people where it can get more painful. I just don't have that.
It's funny. The last thing we're kind of riffing on the deodorant bit. I was I'm not going to say the name here, but we all know like the brand with the, right?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't realize how it wasn't normal to be having like painful pits.
Burning, yeah.
Right, like burning. And the only thing that made it feel better was putting on more of their deodorant. It like soothed it, but then it was also causing, I didn't realize, I'm like, oh, these are chemical burns. Like I didn't realize it, right? Like very, very low grade, but I haven't had it in, gosh, how long has the deodorant been out now? Almost a year?
It's been a while.
Getting close.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I said to everybody, if you haven't tried the deodorant, you try it once and you won't get a different one. So
you know how I know Dan really likes it?
Because he's
spontaneous review.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was a good video. That was a really good video.
Yeah. If you ever hear me say like the company doesn't know this review's out there, it's like it's just burning my brain, and I literally am like I gotta get this out, and I don't tell them until it drops. True. And I love those. Those are always fun, especially if it's like they message me. They're like, dude, I got into work and noticed orders, had no idea why, and then I saw you dropped a video. I'm like,
do you feel like it lasts longer than your traditional deodorant too?
Oh,
because you don't have to use as much.
I don't remember life before this, and I'm not being dramatic. Like I don't know if I blocked it out because I used to genuinely fear stinking all the time. It was on my mind. It was top of mind. So I'm an athlete. I was a coach. I'm active. I feared that stink. And like you said, how did I combat that fear? I added more and I added more and I added more. With this one, I don't think about it. It does not cross my mind. And I go to the gym every single day. Yeah, it doesn't cross my mind. Well, hey, Sam will go, hey, you want to go to lunch after the gym? Never in a million years before that deodorant did I go to lunch after the gym because I was a disgusting slob. Now I'm like, I can look like a disgusting slob, but I'm not going to smell like it. So cool. Let's do it.
Hey, a win is a win, bro.
Yep.
Love it.
Yep. Straight up. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so glad that we got to meet Logan and Tyson on the stream, even though most of you knew them before, but even more in questions. And we're going to have as many people and more watching in the future on replay. If you do watch in the future on replay, please leave a comment, leave a question. If I can help you, I will. And it's never too late to share this out for people to learn about these products in this company. For me, that's all I really got here. Tyson, Logan, final goodbyes, final kisses and hugs for the people.
Thank you so much, guys. It's an honor. Those who always join our stream and stuff, thank you so much for the support, the friendship, the kindness. It does mean a lot to me. Everyone can attest. This is me. This is true. And just really thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yep.
Same thing. We appreciate you guys. I don't think that, anything that we do, Dan, I feel like you could probably agree to this too. Like, we do it because we love the community. We like, it's maybe a little selfish. We like the interactions. We like the comments. We like talking with you guys and sharing with you guys. So the more interaction, the better. So love you guys. Appreciate the time. Friday night hanging out for almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it.
Yeah,
super cool. In final words, ladies, happy Mother's Day on Sunday.
Absolutely.
Let's have a